To do is I'm going to clip on the past curve, right? So that it reduces the background. I'm going to clip it to at least 1/8 before the seam, okay? If the fabric is not too transparent or it doesn't leave any marks, you can clip a V, right? That's also fine. However, you don't want it to be exposed on the outside, right? So if it's hidden like this, we have an interfacing, right, on, so it's gonna leave less impression, right? If it's gonna leave more impression, please don't clip the V's, okay? Just so we can reduce some of the fullness in that area, okay? So that when you press it, it's much more flatter, okay? Okay, again, for this seam, okay, it's all to your discretion. If you press it open, right, that's fine with me, okay? It all depends on how you want your front to look like, okay? If the seam is open, it's more flattering in my opinion, okay? It does not leave a ridge. Okay, so this, for example, you have this ridge here, right? But when you press the seam open, it doesn't leave that ridge. So it depends on what you're making. Any of it is fine. You can press it to one side or press it open, okay? But always, if it's together, press it towards the back, okay? You just don't want your seam impression showing in your front, right? So you always have to press towards the back. Okay, so I've clipped those areas, right? It reduces the bulkiness there, okay? And it makes it look much better. Okay, so for last class, we did not finish our French seam because we're not too sure about the zipper, okay? Although we have a notch, we still have to check, right? Okay, this is enough. Okay, so we stopped an inch away from our zipper notch, okay? I'm going to mark it. Okay, and then on the finishing seam, we stopped about 2 inches before the notch. Okay. Now we are going to work on each separately. If you guys cannot see, let me know, okay? There's a lot of pieces to work with. Okay, so this is our first seam, right? Okay, we stitched 1/4 inch, okay? Then we stopped 1 inch before our notch, right? Then we folded it in, we clipped off 1/8 and we stitched our 1/4, right? Okay, so we want to finish the end of this, right? Now remember that the seam allowance for that is 1/2 inch, okay? So I'm going to mark 1/2 inch away from the edge, okay, where I ended my stitch. Now, in most cases, many people would just clip, okay? But I want to show you a much cleaner way to finish it, okay? So that the ends of your seam does not fray, okay? So, let's say this is our notch, right? I'm just gonna go down about 3/4, okay? On the 1/2 inch mark that I just drew, right? This is 1/2 inch away from the edge. Remember that we already stitched the 1/4, right? So we have the 1/4 to finish, okay? So I'm going to go back on my existing stitch, okay, which is the 1/4 inch, okay? Please use matching thread. I just want you guys to see, that's why I changed the thread, okay? Match your notches, right? Make sure your stitch length is on 2.5 because this is a self. Okay. Like that. Okay. Okay. So now about 1/4 inch to the mark that I just made, right? I'm just going to curve my stitch, okay, to about a 16th or an 8th before my half an inch mark, right? Then I'm going to tap, okay? I just want to round the edge of my seam so that the edge will be folded in and it prevents it from fraying, okay? So I curve it to at least 3/4 before my notch, okay? Okay. So now I'm just going to clip, okay? Clip from the side seam, okay, to at least a 16th, okay, before my stitch, then I stop, right? Okay, so first we stitch a 1/4, right? We need the 1/4 inch to finish the half an inch, right? So I mark that half an inch, okay? Then from my existing stitch, I just curve my line to that half an inch, okay? About a 16th or an 8th before it, right? Then I clip to that stitch, right? Okay, so now I can cut off, remember we trim off 1/8, I can cut off that excess fabric in that corner, okay? Any questions? You guys want to take a picture of this? Okay. If you want to, please come forward.